welcome to this Yoga Habit Yoga Flow class. In just 10 minutes, you'll feel better in your body and your mind and help to build your yoga habit. Today's class is focused on your upper body, so it's great if you're hoping to build strength in your arms, particularly for poses such as chaturanga, plank and downward dog. But it's also super helpful in your daily life, particularly with any lifting or carrying you might do. Start in a seat. I'm kneeling today, just I really quite like kneeling. You might also like to be in a cross-legged position or with your legs out bent in front of you. Have your hands by your sides, on your knees or on your thighs, sitting up tall. And just close down your eyes, just for a moment or two, to notice your breath. Trying to breathe in and out through your nose. Just settling here. Notice if you're holding any tension in your forehead, your face or your shoulders. Just allowing that to ease away. Then open your eyes, clasp your hands together, just circle your wrists a little bit. We're going to be on our hands quite a lot during this class, so it's important to warm them up. And then use one hand to pull back the fingers of the other, feeling the stretch through your wrist and your palm. And then switching hands, still sitting up tall. And then bringing your arms to your side. Circle your arms all the way up as you inhale, and as you exhale, bring them back and down. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, back and down. And then switch direction. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Nice. Now come around into a tabletop position. Fingers spread. Just see whether you can bring your fingers around so they're facing the long edges of your mat. And move from side to side, again continuing to warm up your wrists. Keep your gaze down at the mat below. Good. And then come back to centre, bring your hands around again. And we're going to come straight into a plank from here. So push your toes to the back of the mat, one after the other. You can always be in a half plank position with your knees on the mat if you prefer. We're holding this plank, you're pushing your heels down towards the mat and you're gazing at the mat below, really pushing away from the mat with your finger pads and your palms. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, just shift your weight forward slightly and bend into your elbows, pressing down. Inhale to come up. Exhale, lower. Inhale to come up. One more, you can do it. Exhale, lower, and inhale to come up. Bring your knees down if they weren't already, and just come into a quick child's pose, lowering your head down towards the mat. Take a moment to steady your breath, and lift back up again. This time we're going to come down into an elbow plank position. So bring your elbows directly under your shoulders now. Your forearms can either be parallel or you can clasp your hands together. I actually prefer this position, so find what works for you. And then push your toes back, pushing your heels back as well, gazing down now at the mat still into your elbow plank. Really pushing into your elbows, feeling that lift through your chest. From here, we're going to move into a side elbow plank. So we'll come onto the right side first. Bring your right arm around and then come up onto your right side, lifting up through your left arm, gazing up at your left fingers. Inhale here. As you exhale, switch arms. Left arm goes down, right arm goes up as you inhale. Exhale, switch. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, switch. Inhale, reaching up, keep your hips nice and lifted. Exhale, switch. Once more on each side. Inhale up, lift your hips. And exhale, switch, inhale up. Exhale, bring your right elbow down. Come back into that elbow plank just for a couple of breaths. Push your heels back. Notice the length from the back of your hamstrings and calves. And then lower your knees and push yourself back to a child's pose once more. Lowering your forehead down towards the mat. Lift back up. This time we're going to come into a downward dog. So make sure your hands are shoulder width distance, and then lift your knees and lift your hips up and back. You might like to just pedal your feet a little bit here. Really driving through your arms, pushing down with your hands. And then come to stillness. Don't worry if your heels don't reach the mat. You can have a good bend in your knees just to feel like you're really lifting up through your bottom here. From here we're going to do some downward dog presses. So inhale as you are, and then as you exhale, see whether you can lower your elbows down towards the mat. Maybe they don't reach, don't worry if they don't. Inhale to come back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale, one more lower. Inhale to lift, well done. And then bring your knees down and come back into a child's pose, relaxing your head down towards the mat. Just make sure you've got a nice length to the back of your neck. And then just lift up your head and your hands. And you might just want to shake out your wrists here, or maybe clasp your hands again and circle your wrists. Nice. Okay, coming back into a tabletop just briefly, and then we're going to come back into another plank pose. So lifting up onto the balls of your feet, pushing your heels back down towards the mat. Just notice whether you're feeling like you've got a line that goes all the way from the crown of your head to your heels, so your bottom isn't too high like this or too low like this. Lovely, good. Inhale here. This time, as you exhale, come onto your right side, lift up through your left arm, and inhale to stretch up through your left arm. So we're coming into a side plank, but this one is a full side plank rather than on our elbows. As you exhale, bring your left arm down. Inhale to lift up through your right. Exhale down. Inhale, side plank on your right side. Exhale down. Inhale onto your left, keep your hips lifted. Exhale down. Inhale right. And finally, exhale down. Inhale, coming up onto your left. Exhale, bring your right hand down. And then shift your weight forward. We're going to do one last lower, so make it a good one. Keep pushing your heels back, bend into your elbows, keep your elbows close to your body. This time lowering all the way down to the mat. And then bring your elbows as wide as the mat, or even wider perhaps, and then stacking one hand onto the other, lowering your forehead down onto your hands. Again, lengthening through the back of your neck. And noticing your breath again. Allow yourself to feel supported on the mat, relaxing all of your body Notice if you're holding any tension in your shoulders. Maybe you want to wriggle a little bit just to fully relax here. Notice how you feel now. Maybe your arm's a little bit tired. That's all good. On your next inhale, breathe in peace to yourself. As you exhale, breathe out peace to others.